Jay here for Stretford Paddock. That is the legend that is Andy Tate. Manchester United losing at Villa Park. Andy, me and you've sat here over the years, or we've stood outside stadiums over the years after a defeat, and we've been angry, we've been frustrated, we've been disappointed, all the words you'd expect. Today it does feel a little bit different. Whilst I'm never happy that Manchester United are losing, obviously, and you expect us to do better, it doesn't feel as deflating as some of the other sort of games we've spoken about. What's your thoughts? What did you make of today's game?
I thought we would look at it's fine. Yeah. It's fine lines will get you points, and fine lines gets you European football. Yeah. Or fine lines wins you the league. And I thought we were unlucky today with the injuries we've accumulated now. Now Bruno is in the mix.
Of all people. Bruno Fernandes, who never ever gets injured. I think the quote from Amorim, if you can call it a quote, he barely said anything, was when he was asked about Bruno, how long he's going to be out for. I think he said a while, whatever that means. That's a bit ambiguous. But Bruno doesn't get injured. It shows your looks out when Bruno's injured.
Or is it conspiracy theory?
Oh, God, don't you start. So take your tinfoil out. I've had enough of that. The main one.
I've heard about the video. I've seen it. So it's... We didn't need it, did we? No. We didn't need all this. And now it's more fuel on the fire. But that's a conspiracy theory, JFK style, for another day. But I think we were unlucky today. Villa... I think they were like below par, but that's them 10 on the spin now. They've not done that since since the 1980s or something like that.
When they were winning the European Cup and things like that.
Yeah, winning the old First Division title. And I was a kid back then. I was like 6 or 7. Bloody hell. But I think United were unlucky today, and Villa rolled the luck a bit, and you could see the crowd getting agitated. Like I say, the keeper made a great save, great block for Maiden Evan. Sesko coming back in, had a chance as well. Should have maybe scored, but it's his first touch, first game back. On another day, maybe he puts that away when he's fresh, a couple of games down the line. And I was travelling back in the car, checking the score. Then I got in. When I checked it, it was 0-0. When I checked it 5 minutes later, it's 1-1. I'm like, wow. I had to check the goals, and the first one, it's instruments of your own destruction, innit? Yeah. Invite, cause trouble, and the player scored a fantastic goal. You can't dispute it. And United's equaliser, just a carbon copy. It's fullbacks making mistakes, and Cunha took his chance and seized it well and equalised. So then you think now United have got a chance. I mean, I would have took a point today going to Villa, the form they've been in. Because they've beaten Arsenal, they give City a game as well, haven't they? They've beaten City. Well, they've beaten basically the top two above them at Villa Park this season. And I think they're definitely in the mix. So good luck to them if they can win the league. It'll be something different for the league.
Mate, I'll tell you what, if Villa win the league, I'll probably celebrate like a Villa fan, considering you expect it to be City or even Arsenal who do me head in.
Ozzy would be proud if they do.
Yeah.
All right. But I think United, it's I guess we're still in the mix. But I think the top 3 and the top 6 now is broke away into. It's respectable.
Is it 10 points between us and Villa now?
Yeah,
which is a gap.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Villa could fall off, and Liverpool, Chelsea could gain ground on that. But I think the top 3 at the moment is a separate league to 4, 5, 6, 7. Anybody from, let's say, 4th down to 8th, 9th, 10th. With a consistent run can get to a Champions League.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think United today in the second half, where we were lacking creativity, we were lacking urgency, and the changes. Ugarte coming back in as well. Martinez coming back, which was good, coming on for Bruno.
What did you make of him? Because I know you say we lack creativity, and I get your point, but I thought Martinez was actually really good on the ball. I thought he did well in that sort of different role than we've seen him in the past.
Yeah, there's something unusual about it, and I think he sort of thrived it, and there was a shot near the end where we were trailing, and he fancied it, and he just skinned the post. But United's defensive frailties again. Lenny Yoro, own it, mate.
Yeah,
just own it like that. Pass, go pass. Take the challenge, take him out, give away a pen or a free kick. I don't care.
I think you just got to get closer, haven't you? Yeah, you don't even necessarily have to take the challenge. Just
each goal,
let him have the shot that he had.
Each goal is equivalent of being the same today. Yeah. Fullbacks losing it.
All 3 goals.
All 3 goals. And you see Luke Shaw bollocking Lenny Yoro. Now, he lost it on Monday. And they were bollocking Aiden Evan. And I said, that's not right. But today, I think Luke Shaw well entitled to bollock
Listen, I think you can say that Lenny Yoro's a good player and he's a young player, but he's got to learn.
Oh yeah,
and I've got no qualms about defenders, experienced defenders, telling him he's got to be better.
It wasn't Aiden, it was Lenny Yoro, and it was well within his rights to have a goal.
I ain't got
well within his rights.
I ain't got a problem with that.
But United's response, I think it was a bit half and half, and Cooney,
that header,
and Dorgu. That's the only good thing he'd done all game.
What's that? The cross.
The cross. That's it. What does he bring? He could, like you say, maybe end of the season it's 25 million wasted, or you just move him on to pastures new. But what does he bring?
It's a shame because the thing with Doug, he was a weird guy because after the pre-season tour, I thought he did really well. I know it's only friendlies, but it was against Premier League opposition. Yeah. And we all said, I think all four of us when we were on the tour picked a player of the tournament, and I think three of us said it was Patrick Dorgu. And then he's not really got going this season. And even today, I thought there was signs. You mentioned that cross. I thought there was other times when he got forward, he won a free kick right on the edge of the box. Again, good going forward, but we need to see that on a consistent basis. We need to see that more regular, even within games. I've seen it a bit more. I've seen him
play better for Denmark against Scotland, and he scored with his right foot to equalise.
I'm not saying anything about level of opposition.
So,
I'll get myself in trouble with the Scottish fans if I say anything.
But it's what you call it. You could see it in the last few games against Everton, nothing. Against West Ham, nothing. And Stretford was getting frustrated, and I've seen nothing from him in the previous two games. He played well against Bournemouth, but I
just want to see a bit more from him.
Yeah, the jury's still out for me on him.
What did you make of the fact that the manager sort of was forced with the Bruno injury, obviously, and other injuries, and maybe Sesko getting tired as well, had to make changes and did turn to academy players, didn't he? Because there's been this criticism or questions around Amarin's relationship with the academy, bringing on Jack Fletcher, bringing on Shea Lacey. What did you make of the two youngsters that came on?
Very impressive.
The manager was willing to trust him.
Lacey made a name for himself near the end.
Mate, I know it was straight to keeper, but he got a bit behind it, but he was right at minus. If that had gone in, that would have been
And Fletcher, his dad would be proud as well. And it was encouraging him 20 minutes for both lads. And it's just one of those. And Mason Mount, right near the end, 2 free kicks either side.
I mean, you were chatting and that second one, I think it was, when it's over. I get it's not the worst shot I've ever seen. I know you don't hit the side.
No, it's a waste of a free kick.
I agree.
You don't have a goal. You put it in the mix.
Yeah.
And he had one on the right side near the away fans. And he just puts it over. There's no one there. And he puts it and it goes out for a corner.
Yeah. I think there was one where I think there should be someone running him at the back post. I think I sympathise him a little bit. But the one you're on about, the shot, that for me was a bit daft. And I think maybe there's an element he don't get many opportunities because Bruno usually takes free kicks. But you've got the players lined up there. Last minute of the game.
I know. You could see it in when Bruno against Crystal Palace. They're on sort of free kicks with each other. So
Bruno squared it to him, didn't he? Which is quite a rarity for Bruno.
But I think it's United. I'm disappointed. I'm not angry. It's just a chance to get a point. Crystal Palace got beat last night. We're still 7th. We're 3 points off the 4th and 5th. But I think now this is our level between now and the end of the season. And we've got Newcastle now. I don't want it to be another wasted home game.
No, we need... I couldn't agree more.
We need a win. We need a win.
We can't go 4 consecutive home games against the likes of Everton, West Ham, Bournemouth and Newcastle without a win. That is just completely unacceptable. And I don't care what you think of the manager or anything else. That's indefensible. I'm not saying it'll happen. I think United, if we play like we do today, I think there's every chance we can beat Newcastle because they haven't been great this season. But we need to. I
don't think we'll keep very few clean sheets this season.
Well, I think you're right there. We've had one all season.
Excuse me. And I think it'll be like you say, 4-3, 3-2. We're going to get games like that between now and the end of the season. And I've seen a fixture running between now and the end of the season. First week in May, Old Trafford. It could be us and Liverpool duking it out at Old Trafford, and I think that'll be hyped up on telly. Depends where Liverpool are in the Champions League, but I think that'll be a Champions League shootout.
Really?
Yeah, it's our second to last home game. So we got Liverpool.
So would you take that now, right? Would you take that game being a Champions League shootout?
I'd rather be something else and trying to win something else. I know where that trophy's going. And it's going to City. I'll stick my neck on the line. I'll know City. It pains me to say it, and I'll pip Arsenal. The bridesmaids will flop it on the wedding night as usual. But I see United.
The bridesmaids will flop on the wedding night. There you go. There's an expression you don't hear very often. Andy, I'm going to let you go because you're coughing. And you're talking about City winning the league, and you're probably right. So I don't want to depress you.
Infected, mate. Infected.
Thank you, as always. It's been great chatting to you. You're going to be back for your Christmas Day message, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a Christmas Day
never mind
message.
the Queen's speech, or the King's speech, I should say. You want Andy Tate's speech, so he's going to be back on Christmas Day.
Yeah, you don't need a Keir Starmer Christmas speech. You're depressed enough with him.
He's getting all political.
You know
what's going on? Andy Tate getting political.
To your Keir at Christmas time, stuff your turkey and stuff your Keir.
I thought I was the political one. That's been Andy Tate. I've been Jay Andy. This has been a review. Manchester United losing at Villa Park. He's not angry. He's just disappointed. Thanks for watching.